Hi, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is Marlene, Astrologer Extraordinaire. So, I wanted to talk about some of the signs that you should start looking for if you suspect that you might be with a narcissist. I mean, start paying attention to the most minute behaviors of the person around you. Let's use this for an example. Let's say that you just made a couple sandwiches, one for you and one for the narcissist. And the narcissist decides, well, I'm thirsty. I'd like to get a Gatorade or a glass of milk. So the narcissist gets up and gets a glass of milk. Did the narcissist ask you if you would also like a milk? I bet you that person didn't. If that person didn't, you may think, oh, well, that's something minor. I can just let that go. That's not really a big deal. I mean, well, start watching. Does that person do it again? Narcissist gets up. Well, I'd like to have another roll. I want a second helping. So they ask if you wanted another roll. Did you want more mashed potatoes and gravy? That's just one thing. So, I mean, start really looking closely. Maybe you're in the car with a narcissist. Okay. And that's a doozy. That could be a trigger warning for some of you because that's when the narcissist has you alone. And that's really when they like to pull stunts when they're in the car, because especially if you're driving, you're the one who has to control the vehicle. So you not really have control over your own situation. You can't just hop out of the car, jump out the window and be on your merry way. You have to get to your destination so you can say, I want to get out of this car. I don't want to be in this trauma, drama, chaos, whatever the narcissist is creating. However, let's say the narcissist is driving and the narcissist is driving pretty fast. When I say fast, a lot of us might go 5 miles, 7 miles, 8 miles over the speed limit, just enough to go a little bit faster, but not to get a ticket. But let's say it's 20 miles over the speed limit. Let's say it's more than that and is starting to be a little bit reckless or maybe screeching the wheels around the corner. You're saying, hey, slow down, you're driving pretty dangerously. And if the person is not slowing down or stopping, then that person isn't showing any respect or value to you at all. So that's a pretty big red flag. Another thing I wanted to talk about is you start dating someone and there's a little time in between before that person calls you back again or texts you, invite you out on another date or a meetup. Let me say this. Some people think, okay, well, a week might be normal. Well, I don't know that person that well yet. A couple weeks might be normal. He could be dating another person. I don't know where I've come in on this. We haven't had that discussion yet. Maybe that person just came out of a relationship not too long ago. They're not really ready to go forward and be serious yet. They're still healing from the other person. That's all fine and dandy. Now, if this is a narcissist, then they're not healing from any situation because a narcissist doesn't heal. A narcissist will never, ever apologize if that person was in the wrong because they can't apologize for even the most minute thing. You might have had gone around the block, the narcissist house. You were supposed to be over there and pick up a car, and you didn't see your car there. You went around the block again. You had someone else's car. Thought, well, that person said to be here at such and such a time and pick up your car. Thought, well, I'll go around the block. Maybe that person's here. There's a liquor store down the street, and the narcissist loves to go there to get a bottle because the narcissist has to drink a lot. Now, if that isn't your situation, don't take that on. But the narcissist could be a closet drinker and you just haven't found that out yet. You come back and you see, oh, well, all of a sudden your car's there. Well, I was just here a few minutes ago. You asked me to come by at this time to pick up my car. And You weren't here. Well, I was here. Well, no, you weren't here because I just came by here. So you're thinking to yourself, did she not just hear what I said? No, the narcissist definitely heard what you said. The narcissist is ignoring you. Narcissist starts to raise his level of their voice, his or her voice. I was here. I was here. Well, you weren't here. Well, I was around the block. Well, you weren't around the block because I made a circle around the block a couple times and I didn't see my car anywhere. So the narcissist isn't going to like this. So the narcissist is going to have a little minor explosion, and you're going to hear that because the narcissist does not like being questioned. You're not allowed to question the narcissist. The narcissist can question you, but you are not allowed to question the narcissist because the narcissist is always right. For sure, the narcissist is smarter than everyone else. The narcissist has the answer to everything. Everything. The narcissist knows more than you do, even maybe about your own trade, maybe something that you have a degree in, but the narcissist, wait a minute, well, I've done a little research on this and I found out that you're wrong on that. You know that you're not wrong. And you spent years and decades in your trade, but this person is now trying to say and act like they're an authority on something that you are an authority on. Well, there's no arguing with the narcissist. That's going to be a dead-end road. The point of this is to start paying attention to the tiniest little nuances, like the sandwich in the glass of milk. Again, that may seem like it's really small. Watch if they do it again. Start watching really closely for those behavior signals because I bet you that they're there. I'll catch up with you real soon and have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Okay, bye-bye.